Oh, hello. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone had a good Christmas or holiday season. As we are now on. Yeah. Hello, Henry. Hello, Snivy. Hope you're both doing well. So yeah, finally, in a bit of good news, I did finally manage to get my my DS up and running. So now this is running off of the original, the first DS Fat, which is good. Oh, well, happy birthday for tomorrow, Snivy. Hope you have some fun stuff planned. I was a little bit worried because I was having a weird color glitch where I wasn't quite picking up the colors properly, but luckily I managed to get that fixed. The other thing as well is I can get audio through, which I don't get on the old one. On the 3DS, yeah, I realized after I set up all of the all of the stuff for the dual streams that I'm probably not going to use the dual streams. But I can show it off. I hope everything else is set up for it. Let me just get that started. Let's see. That work? Oh yeah, it works. Oh no, it doesn't work. I adjusted the screen size. There we go. But I have that now. When I get round to doing Black and White 2 and back onto Rowlet resetting early next year, that should be pretty useful. But yeah, I hope you have a good day tomorrow, Snivy. Hope we've got some fun stuff planned. I've just noticed it doesn't make the sound for when Alakazam comes out. Did they not cry when they come out into battle? It just seems really oddly quiet beforehand. I'm now playing both audio. Well, I'm now actively playing audio out from the DS as well, just so I can see if I can hear it. There's the Dunsparce. Oh. Okay, yeah, I can't hear Alakazam's cry. Is it because the audio is mono? Is it coming out? Oh, it could be that it's probably because I've got it on stereo, so it's coming out of my other ear. Let's see. Try that again, because I heard it on the DS. And I definitely heard Dunsparces. It is a strange one. But yeah, so my... my first lot of DSs arrived in from Japan today. Right, there's Dunsparce. So that is what I'm currently using. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I was correct. It was stereo audio, so I'm hearing it out of one ear, and then obviously the Alakazam stuff is on the other ear, which is great. But yeah, so I then decided, you know what? I'm going to. I bought two more capture card kits and a couple of shell replacements as well. So it could be that I have some DS stuff, more DS stuff potentially going on this year. Or I need to decide what I'm doing with the other few DSs. Probably selling it. Well, probably selling them. I'll probably spend some more time making sure that everything actually works. Everything is looking good before I do try to sell it. We'll see. Annoyingly, I broke the hinge on this one that I got today. It was the only one with a working hinge, and I broke the hinge because I'm an idiot. Right, here we go. No good ones. But no, I'm strangely happy to be playing it on the original DS. I don't know why. I think it's placebo. I think it looks better playing it on this versus playing it on the 3DS. I don't know why I think that. Arguably, there's probably no difference in terms of stream quality, but it's just one of those things. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Mercury. I hope you're doing well. Obviously, we are evidently getting a little bit closer to a potential Switch 2 announcement reveal, official reveal. Coming out, I think they reckon the earliest is like 6th of Jan. Oh, sorry, the 8th of Jan, isn't it? Good, still listening to music? Well, that's good. That's what you want to do, Mercury. I think today is going to be a failed day. And by that, I mean I'm going to do a couple more attempts and see if I can get there. Because, I mean, if I can't get to a chain of 40, I'm going to be annoyed. I'm going to rage quit. Which sounds about right. No, wrong thing. Run away. Yes, like I'm also not hearing the runaway sound, but I imagine it's playing just in my other ear. I will say the music when it goes into the go mode is pretty funky. Man, I just love the Gen 4 music. I've only got one ear in. Yeah, I play with one ear off. Yeah, I'm not... I just do it, one, so I can hear how loud I'm being. Because otherwise I feel like I'm being, like, ridiculously loud. And two, it also just helps because when I was younger, it was always a case of, you know, parents get away where if you don't answer them when they're speaking to you, they get a little bit upset. And it was always a case of I make sure to have one ear off so I can still hear what's going around me. And then also obviously still be part of the conversation. And it's just a habit that has just stayed with me. It has just never gone away. And I think it's been so long now at this point, it's very unlikely that I'll ever break that habit. Although I will keep it on just so I can double check. Again, Dunsparce here. Yeah, Alakazam heard. You know, like being completely shut off with headphones on, to be honest with you. You often only have one ear in. Yeah, I'm going to say, I mean, part of it is just feeling like you're cut off. But for me, it's more a case of I like just to be able to hear what's going around. Again, being in a family with with a few brothers, it's always nice to also be able to hear in case anyone is trying to sneak up on you. Now, so much I don't have that problem because my door is shut in my room and I know no one can get in apart from through that door. So, also I've got Gillian to eat, Guardian. So I will be dropping. I'll be going quiet for a little bit, just while I eat it. Okay, I'm going to be good and I'm not going to eat more. I say eat. There is some chocolate that I just like to just leave to melt on my tongue or in my mouth. I don't know why. It is one of those things where it's like, ooh. I just like to let it just melt. I don't know why. It is only with a very few types of chocolate that I like to do that with. Yeah, I just love this music. Oh, Gen 4 music. Man, I love it. It must be the nostalgia. I think that's all it can be. It's just the nostalgia tickling me in all the right places. I'll tell you what it could also be, because I'm now obviously playing it on the original DS as well. It's like real nostalgia kicking in. Yeah, I'm playing it on the original console that I was playing it on, with the original music, and it's just ticking all the right boxes. Causing me to just go back into the state of hopefully feeling lucky. It's not going too well though. There we go. Nope. Here I thought that one was going to be a good lucky one. But no, very chill today. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to try and do a bit of grinding off stream as well. I mean, 46. Like to get up to 50. So tomorrow I will probably grind a bunch. I mean, I need to empty all the boxes anyway because I think my boxes are getting pretty full. That'll need to be done as well. Nice, easy capture. Let us move on. Let's get to 50. Let's get to, well, I mean 50 today would be nice. Let's try and get to a full chain of 40 at least today. At least don't bully me, game. I know this game likes to bully me. Bully me with the horrible luck. Which it seems to like to gift me sometimes. God awful shiny luck. Well, just the god awful chain luck. Not even shiny luck. It's just the chain luck. Again, you know, statistically, when I get to the ones that I go for, I have like a 2% chance of breaking. Sometimes I can just breeze all the way through, no problems. Other times, it just doesn't like to be happy. Doesn't like to play fair. Here we go. No nickname. No nickname. Okay, no good ones there. I've also yet to see an early sparkle. I'd like to get one before hitting a chain of 40. Hey, Meadow. How are you doing? I hope you had a good Christmas. You had a good holidays. Good holiday. Good last few days. You good? How am I? I am good. I am very good. Thank you very much for asking. Ooh. Who made sure to enjoy some of the time off. No nickname. Just a continuation. There we go, that one will do. Nope, never mind, that one won't do. God damn it. It was going so well. It was not. It was not going well. Oh, it's going to be one of those days, is it? It's going to be no stream today, and I'm going to have to stream longer tomorrow to make up for it. Oh, great. A lot of Pokemon stuff for Christmas. Oh, nice. And a Pokemon plushie you really needed. Oh, that's good. Very nice. I got mainly chocolate, which is not good. Not good for my diet. My trying to make sure that I am in good shape before skiing. Did I catch that? God, I was just on autopilot. I completely forgot. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. There you go. Oh, wait, no, I need to break the chain, don't I? I was going to continue. I was like, yep, I'll just reset it. That's not how that works when you've caught the Pokemon. Silly me. Oh, wait, no, that was a Dunsparce. I could have caught that, but it was in a fast chain, so it would have been a pain anyway. Goodness, apparently I struggle with this today. Oh, they're all fast ones. I almost went for it, but I'm glad I stopped myself. Ooh, nice meadow. Very nice. Yeah. Now, as long as you're a Dunsparce, I will catch you. We'll be fine. There we go. Good. Okay. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Come on, chain. Right. Ooh, very nice, Meadow. Very nice. I just do not really ever want to touch Pokemon Go again. I just have no real allure to play Go. I don't know what it is. I feel like for me, there's not a lot that I'm just like, you know what? I want to play Go. I don't know what it is. I feel like it should. I should be you know, I could play it, but I don't know. I just feel like there's not a lot of allure for me there. Like in terms of shiny hunting, I much prefer just the regular games. You know, there's just a lot that I just prefer doing and playing rather than Go. But then also I'm not an outside person, so for me Go was never an option. You know, whereas the regular Pokemon games I can handle because they're all inside games. So I can handle inside games. Capture and move on. Name of the game. I mean, aim of the game here is Dunsparce. By any means necessary. Primarily catching them. I need to also prepare the transfer up. I haven't looked for what I need to do for that just yet, but I'm sure I need to do something. We need to do something important with moving up all the Dunsparces. And there is going to be a lot of them. No nickname. Got 2 Pokemon plushies, Magikarp and Alolan Vulpix. Ooh, nice. Very nice. And your Alolan one goes with your regular one. Ooh, even better. Even better. Do. Ooh, that one should be fine. Catch and go. The Alaskan Ninetales. I mean, I guess it is also technically the Alaskan one. Is autocorrect doing you a favor? Technically, it is not wrong. Hello, Greg. How are you? How was your Christmas? I hope you had a good Christmas. I hope you're doing good. Obviously, you've just finished your first quote-unquote week at work. Obviously, it was only really a half week. But I hope you're doing well. Hope you're finding it fun and enjoyable. Down. That one should be fine. But no, very chill today. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to get a bunch done. Sunday is going to be a chill day, and then Monday will be hoping to get a lot done. Got the sickness bug from someone over Christmas. Oh no, Greg. That is the problem with this time of year, is obviously a lot of people all very close together. You're bound to get it from someone. Well, hopefully you feel better before too long, Greg, and hopefully it's not one that will stick around with you for a little while. Hopefully it'll be a quick pass through kind of thing. Oh God, yawns. Oh. Elon Monty, how are you doing? Hope you had a good festive season. Hope you're doing well. Hope work is starting to calm down for you as well now that is all over. Oh yeah, the rapid weather changing. Yeah, we had it where it was cold and then it was warm and then it was kind of wet, and it wasn't the best pre-Christmas season. I mean, there's two ways of looking at it, right? Is that it's good that it's good that you've managed to get, the day off or whatever. It's obviously bad because, you start your first week of work and then, oh yeah, I have to be off because I'm ill. It's one of those things where I always feel like, man, I feel bad taking time off, even though obviously you should take time off if you're ill. And hopefully you feel better by Monday. Well, that's obviously the main thing at this point, isn't it? It was alright, and just one more week of overtime. Ooh, one more week of overtime. And then back to normal hours, right? But you're looking forward to that. Alright, great. Well, thanks for stopping by. If we don't catch you before, obviously have a good end of your 2024. And, yeah, we'll see you later. See you later, Mercury. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate seeing you like always. You're going to listen to Oh, Wham Bam Shangalang, always a good one. Fantastic Voyage, taking a chance on you. Ooh. Enjoy Mercury. I'm sure you will. Hopefully you're just worried about spreading it further. Well, that's the good thing, is obviously you shouldn't have spread it to anyone in the office. At least not just yet, anyway. Obviously, given if you had gone in, then maybe you could have, but obviously because you didn't go in, there should be a less likely chance of you spreading it to anyone in the office specifically. Ooh, that one should be good. Oh, I just really want to get to a chain of 40 today. Would be nice. I was going to do it before stream and then ended up being a bit slow on the uptake. And then by the time I had everything ready, it was always I was a bit too late. So tomorrow I'll probably do a bunch of hunting off stream. And then come tomorrow, I should get to like 50, 55. And then Saturday, hopefully I can just hunt for a good few hours of just hunting at like a chain of 40 on stream. And then Sunday will be a chill one, and then Monday will be potentially a slightly longer stream whilst I'm sorting out evolving them. Again, I think I'm going to primarily focus on the ones that I can evolve first. So I'll only take like the first 12 up or something like that. And then kind of after that point, maybe then try and decide what ones I want to take and evolve. We'll see. We'll kind of see how it goes. But no, I hope everyone had a good few days. Everyone managed to chill or spend time with family or do whatever it is you do during the festive season. I made sure to enjoy it as much as I could. And just unfortunately now that I'm straight back here, back to the hunting of the Dunsparces. Right, no. No nickname. Let's continue. But no, everyone's doing well. I mean, I don't think I've got a lot to talk about during these streams, and I'm kind of grateful that we're coming to the end of the month, and then I'm gonna start working on some other things other than Dunsparce hunting, at least for a little while. Maybe eventually I'll come back to it, but for the minute, it'll be nice to do some other stuff. And by that, obviously, I mean Rowlet. Because apparently I'm one of the last ones who is still struggling with it. Although I haven't hunted for it for a while, so... that hunt will be coming back in the new year. Again, I think... the plan was... I'm taking the 1st and 2nd off, and then I'll be back on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I don't know if we're going to try a new schedule for January or not. No, actually, I'll tell you what. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do a new schedule for January, where I'll just basically do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then maybe some other stuff, maybe some surprise ones. Because I've got something I want to do, actually. I want to work on for other stuff, so that hopefully... I might actually even be able to get that done in January. Let's think. Yeah, okay. So 8, 16, 24, 12, 18, no, 12, 24, 36. Yeah, I could potentially have that done very early on in January. Okay, that would be good. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I could have that done next week. Oh, already working on secret stuff. Apparently in the mindset of getting some stuff done. Which is good. Because again, the goal for this coming year is going to be more on the emphasis of trying to get some actual videos out on the channel. And that might mean that streams start getting unlisted as they're done. But they'll still be available in the public playlists. But will just be unlisted from the channel so that they're not kind of just their kind of thing. But we'll see. I haven't made my mind up on that yet. It might also be I end up getting rid of some videos. Things continue the way they are. You shouldn't have issues returning from hiatus in January. Oh, that's good, Monty. Or you will have trouble. Because I know you are having some health problems. Hopefully that is kind of a bit better now for you. Oh, I have some fun plans in terms of your art book stuff. Oh, nice. Very, very nice. I look forward to seeing kind of what sort of stuff you get done. I ought to brag for the first time in a little while about about doing YouTube to some of my family over Christmas. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm an influencer myself, you know, in the broadest sense of the word, which was fun. It's just one of those things where it's just like, you know, I don't get to flex it all that often, so Funny enough, it's not something I go around saying to everyone I meet. But no, it was fun. It was weird. But, you know, it's not something that comes up much naturally in conversation, you know? I've got some family members that are trying to do stuff on TikTok. I thought they were doing quite well. But then they kind of just stopped on it, I think. Didn't they? Oh no, they were doing really, really well, and then I think they just uploaded a lot together, and TikTok went, "What on earth are you doing?" And yeah, TikTok didn't like them. TikTok didn't like their recent stuff, which again is the problem when you deal with these companies, is that you're 90% dealing with an algorithm. If it hits the algorithm wrong, it just doesn't get pushed out. And you can have something that hits the algorithm the right way. You know, and again, it doesn't matter how much time you put into it, kind of like the hours or anything like that. It's very much a case of if the algorithm doesn't like it, the algorithm doesn't like it, you're very much stuck. I moved stuff around. I shouldn't have moved stuff around. I touched the cable and it didn't like it. Stop doing that. I'm physically not doing anything. Okay, hold up. Please stop disconnecting. So yeah, I'm not quite there with installing this DS mod, but I'm more confident now in my ability to make sure I do it correctly. So I am kind of looking forward to giving it another go. I just hope they arrive a little bit quicker. Because, I mean, this first one I got took a month to arrive. Kind of would hope that they would be a bit quicker, but we'll see. That one. Oh, repair wore off. But no, so you got content planned around that, Monty, or just kind of the drawing stuff? Just plans for the drawings. Oh goodness, excuse me. My yawns are not doing me amazing here. This was the one thing that I thought I'd be okay on, was like I'd be sleeping longer and things like that, but I'm just not sleeping longer. So yeah, I've got plenty of time off work. I'm going to be sleeping longer and it's just not working. Yawn kicking in again. Oh god, it's bad. The good thing is I was trying to chain up earlier, and then I thought my box was pretty much full, so I reset the game. Turns out it wasn't. I just left the PC box on the wrong one. In typical dumbass Pete fashion. I was like, oh no, box 15 is full. I'm pretty sure that's the last one that had shinies in. It was. But obviously, of course, it was primarily because I had done my box numbering, well, not my box numbering, my box orientation wrong. So I did manage to catch that. Ooh. Oh, I'm interested to see what you come up with, Monty. Interested to see what you do either way. Right, 3. I mean, most of what I do is plans. I'm very much a planning type person. I plan like overkill. I'll do like, I've got like 6 or 7 plans. But if they ever amount to anything is another story. Which reminds me, it's very much a case of get all the updates and stuff done. Funny enough, I might even start on some of this stuff tomorrow, actually. Did they not? Yeah, I thought they released this update. I thought this version came out. Because I was like, oh, they dropped the update. I was not expecting that. It was like Christmas Day or something. Oh, the next few days. Okay, so the mod pack might not be updated just yet. Okay. But no, I've got so much stuff that it's kind of like, oh, you know what? I'm going to do a load of stuff. All of this stuff is planned. And whether or not it'll get done or not is another story. You know, it's like I've planned to do 12 videos over the course of next year, but whether or not I can actually manage 12 videos over the course of the next year is something yet to be seen. Again, a couple of them should be pretty easy once I get going. You know, once they're kind of in the works, they're going to be a bit easier to do. But it's just getting them in the works. Again, you know, my Legends Arceus video, pretty much done in terms of filming. Then I need to decide what I'm going to do with all the footage. My couple of shiny only, you know, shiny only other runs as well. Kind of like, they need to get past the starter stage. So that's going to be a fun one to get going. Primarily Rowlet. Don't break now, for the love of goodness. I've literally not touched anything. Stop breaking on me, please. You were doing so well. Okay. No break, no break. Plunge, no break. Oh, but then I've also been prepping for a holiday next year by looking up ski tutorials and making sure I'm like ready for skiing next year. I've started to do the workout needed to the preparation for that. Again, I'm in the planning stage. How long I'll keep up for it, I don't know. There's a scientific thing where it's like if you do something for like 2 weeks, you do it every single day for 2 weeks or something like that, you basically build a habit and you're more likely going to keep doing it. That's kind of how I feel at the minute. Where it's kind of like, I need to get to that point. Again, I've literally done day 1, so I basically need to keep it going for like 2 more weeks, and then maybe at that point I'll feel like I'm actually, you know what, I'm there. But it's one of those things where I think you just need to, it's repetition. More so than anything, it's keeping continuous, just continuously doing something. You just need to build a habit of doing something, and then eventually you'll get there. And I feel like I just need to start building some healthier habits. Again, I'm of the mindset of like, you know what, I'm just going to follow YouTube tutorials. You know, it's like 6-minute workout. Follow along, and it's kind of like, okay, well, I can do that because you just put the video on for 6 minutes, you do the workout, and then at the end of it, you're like, okay, done. Those kind of ones I don't mind. I tried to follow a skiing specific one. It's like, you need to do this twice a week. And I was like, okay. But it's like a 40-minute long video. I'm so out of shape, I couldn't even get past the warm-up. Granted, it was like a 10-minute warm-up. And I was like, man, I'm struggling to get past the warm-up. I don't think I'm going to be able to survive doing the actual prep work for it. So I think I need to slowly build up to that. Although, the good thing is that I am starting early on it. As with everything, the earlier you start, I think the better it is. Originally, I wasn't planning on starting until the 1st of... No, stop having problems. I wasn't planning on getting started until the 1st of January, but I thought, you know what? I'm just sitting around anyway. I was like, you know what? I'll start it early. There's going to be an extra week that I wouldn't have had otherwise. Or half a week. So again, it's now a case of kind of keeping an eye out, keeping tabs on how much I'm eating, and starting to do some more exercises as well. All in the name of keeping fit. Well, all in the name of being able to ski like a champion next time I go skiing. At least that is the plan. That's the one thing I'm hopeful that next year I can do, is maybe try and sneak in another couple of holidays. Because again, even though I have kind of... I mean, what do we get? We get 21 holiday days a year in the UK. Even though I get 21 holiday days, I only use a week of that to go abroad. I end up using the rest just to sit around on my arse at home. So maybe what I'm gonna, I know what I'm gonna do for next year. I went out shopping today and bought a bunch of clothes, mainly because it's, discount. After Christmas, you kind of look at the discounts start coming in. A lot of the shops were like 70% off on some clothes. I was like, man, that's insane. But I just went to pick me up some basic t-shirts and things like that, just so then I can just have them in a to-go bag. And then those are going to be my holiday clothes, and then I never worry about touching them. Apart from, obviously, holiday stuff. Hey Martin, got back from vacation yesterday. How is everyone? I am doing good. Hope you're doing well. You had a good time vacationing. I'm going to run up a row now. I've now resorted to holding the DS, so hopefully this works for making sure that the connection doesn't break. The other thing is, Snivy, is obviously you're very close to being right on top of Christmas. And in between Christmas and New Year, it's a very awkward day for a birthday, I think, isn't it? You're like nestled in between Christmas and New Year's. There's not really a lot you can do in that time. It's kind of why I'm happy mine and my brother's birthdays are kind of either side of Christmas. I mean, it's out of your control, but it's true. I think, when's the other one? There's another one that's kind of nestled in between two holidays that are very close, that is, again, very awkward. Because, again, most children get presents for their birthday and Christmas. Obviously, with your birthday being so close to Christmas, it's very awkward to unless planning has gone into it throughout the year, to kind of make sure that you're getting a good spread across both. It's just one of those awkward days. I mean, any time between Christmas and New Year, and also like just before Christmas as well. Because again, it is unfortunately just one of those situations where it's like, I think from like the 15th onwards, it's an awkward one. Christmas in the morning and birthday in the afternoon. I mean, that's cool. But again, does he get like the same amount of presents? That's the thing. So to use me as an example, I'll get money for Christmas and money for birthday. But obviously, if Christmas was in the if Christmas was in the morning, birthday was in the afternoon, would I only get half the amount of money because of how close together it is? It's just an awkward kind of situation, in my opinion. as someone whose birthday is the month before. Have been able to find any shinies recently? I'll be honest, neither have I, Martin. Neither have I. Shiny Jotonian Wooper, like a month ago. I mean, when was the last time I got a shiny? I mean, the other week. But I struggle even to get to a chain of 40, let alone if I find shinies. Twice as many. Well, he does. That's the thing. If you have Christmas and birthday all in one day, you get twice as many presents because you get both holidays. Oh yeah, again, you know, it's a situation where unfortunately I don't know either because I've never been in that situation. You know, I can only think about it from a monetary point of view, which is obviously there is no payday between Christmas and your birthday. So it's kind of a, unless obviously you're on a bi-weekly pay schedule when you get lucky with how the week is done, it's very awkward to kind of get both done in a timely manner. That reminds me, I still think I need one more shiny in Legends. I think. I'm 50% sure I need one more shiny in Legends. And yeah, again, it's a situation where I haven't been in, I haven't played Legends for a month. I'd say that my shiny drought is like a week. So if you think about it, I have, obviously I've gotten 46 shinies this month. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about that, I'm afraid, Snivy. Although, arguably, I will say, for the first few years, it isn't horrible. I was lucky that chain didn't break. Because, you know, you're still living at home. Oh, man. You're still living at home, and it's also kind of like, you know, you can spend your money kind of however you want to spend your money. Well, again, yeah, Martin, if you count the ones that I'm not hunting, I haven't gotten any. But obviously the ones that I have obviously, what is that? Endpoint error. Is that because it's losing connection? Might be. Yeah, again, you know, for me, I'm planning on moving out this year into next, and that will probably when it will be probably will be when it gets difficult. But, you know, I'm prepared for that, at least a little bit. Well, I know it's happening, so it's not like it's getting sprung on me. So, and, you know, again, I'm in a position where if I had to stay longer, it's not the end of the world. But I'm also like, you know, really, I should be looking at sorting out everything else with my life. That was really unlucky, that repel ending right there. Again, most of it is just making sure I've got money squirreled away for holidays and things like that. Ugh. The thing is, I don't want to sound like that kind of, the kind of old man, but, in this economy, it is very, very difficult to move out. Not impossible. It's very difficult to get on. Well, no, it's not difficult to move out. It's very difficult to get on the property ladder. Renting is kind of what most people do. But again, it's different to owning. My dream, which is really sad, is obviously to own. But, it's just not a thing that I think will be easily achievable. I mean, it would be an interesting idea, Martine. I don't know how well it would work. But, again, at the minute, I have a lot of it disposable income. So, I can do stuff like spend ridiculous money on consoles that I don't need. Versus, obviously, if I had a property or a house or rent or things like that, it's harder to do. All right, Greg, go and take a nap. I mean, you're probably better off going to sleep, aren't you? It's going to say it's that point of the evening. Well, I'll see you later, Greg. Hopefully you feel better soon. Now we're at a chain of 40. I can hopefully start hunting for a sparkle. That's 100% what I've got to name a Dunsparce. I'm gonna name one Sparkles. Well, the thing is, Snivy, is you should be working towards it now. You should always be working towards your goals. If you've got a profession in mind, I think you should always be working towards it. For me, I didn't, so I was very unguided in my whole education system. But obviously, if you've got a profession you want to work towards it. Do as much as you can to make sure that you can work in that industry. That's what my brother's done, and at the minute he is living his dream. If you've got an idea of what you want to work towards, what you want to do, work towards it. Make it happen. Don't sit there and wait and hope that you can get lucky. Make sure you are in the best position possible when the time comes for that opportunity to come your way. Otherwise, you'll end up regretting it and being like, man, if only I'd worked slightly harder when I was younger to get this. I mean, arguably, it's gonna sound bad, but it is very much the case at the minute, unfortunately, especially if you're thinking about doing a job for the money. I would say go into a trade. Plumbers, electricians, don't know so much about carpenters, but plumbers and electricians, you will probably make way more money doing that sort of work versus being a mechanic. Obviously, again, half of it is balancing it between what you enjoy doing and obviously what makes good money. So for me, I got very lucky. I enjoy what I do for work, and it has the added bonus of paying me well. Again, not not like as much as if I went into the trades. But it is just something to be careful of. Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's finding that sweet spot, right? Of finding a job you enjoy that pays you well. And again, unfortunately, you need to find yourself a job that you feel like you can do for a while. Because again, as soon as you move out, you're kind of stuck. Very much stuck. I did do that, didn't I? Yes, I did. I typically don't find myself wondering that, Martine, if I'm honest. Never a question I've ever asked myself. There we go. Well, yeah, that is the other thing, Snivy, is obviously as time goes on, you might start getting into it and you might be like, well, actually, I don't like this. The thing is, though, I don't know how it works over in the States, but I know in the UK, you have to do training and you have to have a degree. You know, it's not a case of you can just walk in and be like, hire me as a mechanic. I think you have to have some underlying knowledge. Again, same with the trades. You have to do a trade school. You have to do an apprenticeship. You know, it's not a case of you can just walk onto a job site and get hired as a plumber. You know, you need to know all the regulations and all of that comes with doing the plumbing and things like that. But yeah, that's the problem, though, is that, you know, once you start, at least for me, I would feel bad about giving up halfway through, even if I didn't enjoy it. You know, if my parent had paid for it. They go, yeah, thanks for paying for it, Dad, but no, I don't really like it anymore. And it's like, well, okay, it costs however much it would cost, plus, you know, the time it took out of your life to figure out you don't enjoy it, kind of thing. No, careful. This one. Don't accidentally run onto the wrong one. Again, I'm in a similar boat for like this year. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy making like video content, but I'm going to try it. You know, this year is all going to be about trying new and kind of seeing how it goes. And then kind of going from there. Because again, it might be I don't like it. It might be I never want to do it again. Then I won't worry about it. Or it might be it does quite well. And I go, okay, maybe I should pursue this more. Again, at the risk of not streaming as much. At least for January. Again, I think my mindset at the minute is January will be sparse in terms of streams. I'll try and get the Friday, Saturday, Sunday streams definitely. I might even be able to get a video or two done in January. Plus potentially some shorts as well. So again, there is the potential that I can get some stuff done. We will just kind of see. See, the thing is I have plans for some shorts. But for me, I want to plan out some more content for shorts before and just kind of have a game plan going into shorts. I have a basic idea, but it is a case of I want to make sure that if I'm doing shorts, I'm uploading them, you know, every few days for a month. You know, I might be like, I'm going to work in January to try and get shorts done, so then I've got shorts going up every 2 days for February or something like that, and just see if I can get some decent views on the shorts. Ooh, I don't know, Martin. I would say a 3-segment Dunsparce. Again, you know, for me, I got incredibly lucky. You know, I hit... well, no. Where was I last year? No. Stop it. I hit... I think it was 700 subs in the first year. But I was streaming daily and uploading shorts daily as well. Or pretty much daily. So I was like wearing myself out. And then I decided, you know what? I'm going to stop doing the shorts. And then I just focused on the videos. On the streams, sorry. And now I'm kind of looking at potentially working on the videos again. Hey Cheryl, have you had a good Christmas? Hope you're doing well. Hey, you're more than welcome to pop on by. Well, it's also a case of, with the shorts, you can kind of iterate quite quickly. So if something works and something takes off, well, you can just then try and make more of that kind of thing that took off. You know, it's like, oh, you know, this short about weird looking Pokemon is doing really, really well, for instance. I'm going to make more shorts like that of other weird looking Pokemon. You kind of just follow the same format. Oh yeah, that's doing about the same or really well. Well, I'll continue to do this. You know, it's one of those situations where it's kind of like you gotta put in the work and kind of figure out what people like, and then make more of what people like. And I think I was really bad with that. I very much just kept going, kind of uploading shorts that I just kind of like, you know what? I like that. That's funny. More so uploading shorts for the sake of uploading shorts. And I feel like that's kind of hindered me in the long run. Although, I will say, looking at it now, I haven't uploaded a short since February. And I've still gotten 1.6k views in the last 28 days. No, sorry, that's a lie. I uploaded one the other week. Other than that one, I haven't uploaded, you know, any shorts since February. So, you know, I'm sure if I was to put more work into it, I would obviously do better, but well, it's putting the effort in. Ah, Lapras. Well, there you go. Hunt for your own Nessie, Martin. Why not? But no, so next year, I think there's going to be one long form video that I'm going to be working on as early as Tuesday. And then potentially I can be done recording that by the end of the week. And then it will just be editing. Which could mean I could have my January video done early. It's then whether or not I change it up and try and do a different hunt instead. A different type of thing. We'll see. Annoyingly, I said I was going to do stuff on Sunday. Part of me was hoping to go for longer. Because, again, Snivy, these, for instance, I'll take this month. This month's streams has been this. I can't make a video out of this. You know, there's nothing interesting going on here. There is plans to do stuff with this footage, but that's going to be for a little while longer. And again, it's a plan for next year to work on is by doing streams specifically to be turned into content. But I'm not there yet. I've got some plans, but it will take a little while to get going. It kind of needs other things to be done. You know, again, the specific weeks for like Fossil Week or Safari Week or things like that is very much ones that could be turned into videos. But again, they're a little way off, and I want to give them a, you know, a proper, good kind of work towards. Also, just as we're talking about it, I record every single stream I do. I have done since the beginning of me streaming. I have over, I want to say 4 terabytes, 5 terabytes of footage over the span of the last year, 2 years, for all of the streams that I've done. So again, you know, I have all the footage. I have the footage of my shiny only Nuzlocke run in Violet. I still have that footage. I don't know what I'm going to do with that footage. Probably nothing at this point, but I have all the footage. I have all the footage from last year's Dunsparce December. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I have all the footage from this year's Dunsparce December. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Again, you know, I just have all of this footage that I don't know what to do with. And again, you know, when content is made specifically for turning into videos, I think it's very different to footage that is just a stream. And I feel like it is a different skill set needed to kind of do both. Which is why I'm thinking I want to work on it over the course of the next year. Again, I'm thinking at least 1 stream a month that will be made for the sole purpose of potentially being a video. That way, then, I don't get burnt out trying to come up with ideas. And it also means then at least I have 1 video a month always kind of prepared, and then anything else that gets done is a bonus. You know, it's like, ooh, you know, there's another video out this month. Oh, look, Pete's uploaded another video. Wasn't expecting that. So, you know, we'll kind of just play it by ear. Again, I don't want to kind of get into the Mr. Beastification, you know, and just focus solely on the analytics, but you know, part of my brain kind of understands that I do need to try and improve like the click-through rate and things like that. So again, the streams, for instance, average a 1.4% click-through rate. I definitely want to up that. Whereas the videos get about 13% click-through rate currently. Which, again, is just something I need to work on. You know, be it through titles, thumbnails, that kind of thing. I have not sniving, no. Although that reminds me, I think my my Joker figure statue has shipped relatively recently. I remember pre-ordering that a while ago, and I think I got an email about it the other day that it was shipping soon. But no, I got an interesting topic of conversation, actually. Does anyone have any resolutions for the new year coming through? You know, a goal you want to achieve, a thing you want to do. Something you can, you know, work on. You know, not so much the standard ones of, oh, I want to work out, oh, I want to go to the gym, you know. And not the pie in the sky ones of, you know, oh, I want 1 million views on YouTube, you know, I want 1 million subscribers, that kind of thing, you know. I think, you know, it's worth being reasonable with your goals for the year. Shiny Rayquaza. Ooh. Now, Shiny Rayquaza, full odds, right? Not through event or anything like that, right? Right, Snivy? Because obviously it is an event at the minute, yeah, full odds. And at the highest odds possible, right? 1 in 1,800 and... 1,000... No, 8,192... 96? 92? Just making content, that is a good one. That is a good one, Sherelle. Yeah, I'm gonna say, I mean, I have a few, but again, it's not like, oh, I want to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, because again, I have to be logical with my thinking. You know, I don't think that will happen. So, you know, a few of my goals is, one, to try and travel more, because you know, I want to travel a little bit more next year. 2 is to, you know, upload like 12 videos a year, or, you know, 1 video a month to the channel. Do I have any others? Oh, my pie in the sky one is potentially see if I can convince someone to sponsor a video on the channel. That's my pie in the sky one. Well, you got to break it down, Snivy, right? So 600 subs would be 2 subs a day, right? So you kind of need to think, is it achievable to get 2 subs a day? If the answer is yes, then it should be fine. Again, for me, when I was doing shorts, I was finding that shorts were getting a lot more like 5 a day when I was doing daily shorts. But yeah, that's the thing. You've got to kind of average it out. You've got to figure it out, you know. Because it does change. Hey, Pot, how are you doing? I hope you had a good Christmas. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Again, you know, I literally had a short where I was like, subscribe to the channel, and I got 100 subs. So, you know, you can't gauge it off of that, unfortunately. But, you know, it's very much a case of you kind of need to average it out. Or, you know, do it based roughly on views. So be like, well, okay, so that short that got me 5 subscribers got me 1,000 views. So basically, by the end of the year, right, you need to hit, you know, 100,000 views to get 600 subs. And, you know, that's the kind of way you want to aim towards. But again, you know, it's very difficult. How'd you get so many repels? I bought them. Yeah. Spent money on them. Kind of an easy answer, but you know, I just walked into the Pokemon and bought them. I'm going to say it's not impossible. I'm going to say I think I did in 2023, I did 500. 469. And then obviously in 2024, I've done 386. So again, the channel very much has stagnated in terms of subs. But again, I've also not been uploading shorts, which is where the main majority of my subscribers came from. Again, you know, my content... Stop doing that. My content very much is getting out there. Stop doing that. Oh, actually, no, that was just my shorts. Hold up. Let me swap it to all, actually. 2023. Okay, can you not just show me all of them? 2023 subscribers was... why can't you just give it to me as one big number? Goodness, I hate doing maths. 5, 6, 7, 8, 800. Stop. Oh my god, for the love of God, this thing is starting to get on my nerves. Okay, that's not even funny. Right, stop it. I have to hold you in for you to be able to work. There you go. And obviously then in 2024, how am I doing? Will it say? Oh, in 2024, it's more even. 6, 7, 800 again. But again, views don't mean subscriptions. Again, an example of that is, also, excuse me, is, for instance, I don't mind going into this because, again, I have nothing to hide. My shorts views for this year was 100,000. My subs gained from shorts was 368. In comparison, my live streams gained almost 30k views and more subscribers than the shorts. So again, you know, if I had 3 times the amount of shorts views, I could stream views, I could potentially have 3 times the amount of subscribers versus shorts for the same amount of views. The way I look at it is different strokes for different folks. Not everyone who subscribes to your shorts are going to subscribe for your streams. Not everyone who subscribes to your videos are going to watch your streams. Not everyone who subscribes for your videos are going to watch your shorts. You know, it's kind of like you also have to kind of be aware of the audience you're kind of creating. And again, you know, that's the thing I haven't put a lot of focus towards. So this, going into next year, is something I'm going to work on a little bit more. Kind of have some consistency between videos and shorts and things like that. Just just so then, you know, it's a little bit more consistent. Are you sure you're doing it by popularity and not by upload date, Snivy? Again, are you doing it based off of views, or are you doing it based off of comments or likes versus dislikes? Also, when you click on it the first time, it does it. You know, when you click on it twice and the arrow, for example, is pointing upwards, that means the one with the smallest amount is on top. When you do it facing down, it's the other way around. Oh, as in, yeah, you're looking on your YouTube page, not in your studio, right? I cannot speak as to why YouTube is the way YouTube is. I only ever look at that kind of information in YouTube Studio. Again, one goal I might like to set myself, just as a challenge, is to see if I can get a YouTube short to be over 100,000 views. I think to try and do it for over the span of a year, I think would be a cool one. I look at the studio. The studio gives you access to everything. Although I use it primarily on desktop. I know the mobile one isn't horrible, but obviously they do also have the mobile app as well for checking it out. I use it. You get access to a lot more stuff. I just think it's better than just looking at it just on YouTube. Again, that is me personally. You know, YouTube also gives out content ideas as well. Let me see if I can find it on the YouTube Studio app. I know I've seen it. Content. You scroll over and it does it come up somewhere? Where does it come up? I'm sure I've seen it. Or it comes up with research. Is it analytics? Oh yeah, it's analytics. And then no, it's not. Audience? Again, you know, you go into that section, you can see what time my viewers are on YouTube. So I know most of you are on YouTube in the afternoon, which is why I stream in the afternoon. I know the rough age estimate for most people. I know the gender for most people. You know, the geography of where people are. How many, or you know, the watch time from people who are subscribed versus people who aren't subscribed. That's really only information you can get looking in the studio. You know, I don't think you can get that info from looking at it on just your main YouTube. Well, I mean, I know for a fact you can't. So it's a situation where it's just kind of, I'd recommend the studio. And I know on the desktop version you can, I'm pretty sure, trends? Yeah, on the desktop version you can look at trends, which is basically YouTube saying this is what other people have done that has done pretty well. You know, new videos to inspire you. And, you know, it's stuff that other people have done this. Like, you might want to look at doing something like this. It's like, oh, cool. Making sure, you know, what people are looking for. You know, and again, it just gives you a couple of ideas that you can then potentially make content out of. It's a cool thing that YouTube has built into itself, which I think is pretty neat. Again, doesn't particularly help for anyone who live streams, but for people who make videos, I'm sure it is a good thing. You mean tomorrow, Snivy? I should be. As long as everything goes to plan, I should be. Obviously, stuff can happen that is out of my control, so I can never guarantee it. I do plan to be, but plan to be and actually happening are most likely two separate things. Again, I'm going to have my nephew, I'm sure, screaming down my neck before too long. I want to play games with you again. And I'm going to be like, cool. But it depends how I feel. That's what it comes down to. I hope I'm not coming down with something, but I feel like I could be coming down with something, which is obviously not good. Be kind of how I feel. Tell you what, there is something I wish I could turn off, but I don't think I can. Is the view count. Like the watching now thing. For me, I don't like looking at it. I wish I could turn it off so then I couldn't see how many people were actively watching. Because it really does not feel good when you know you see the number go up and then you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm doing good, and then the number starts going down and you're like, man, why is the number going down? I haven't stopped doing anything, and people think I'm less interesting now. It's one of those sad things. Oh, I have no idea, Snivy. I have no idea what you think you find is odd. I don't think his personality does change. I don't think it does. I think his personality is the same. I think he plays it up for certain parts of the story, but I think for the most part, he is the same. I mean, I don't know, it's been so long since I've played, and I'm starting to get a headache, which is amazing. I was kind of half hoping that I would be okay for a little while longer. But alas, I am not. Thing is, I've also made sure to drink plenty of water today. Alright, we'll give it 10 minutes. Oh, if I don't get a shiny within the next 10 minutes, I think I'm gonna call it. Annoyingly, it's been like really ages. Or, Snivy, have you thought about it this way, that him in the metaverse is his true self, and him in the normal world is him acting? He's more of that kind of person in real life, whereas obviously he's had to put on a disguise in the real world. Whereas everyone else hasn't. Maybe you find out the reason for that if you finish the game. Yeah, I wanted to check to make sure my bumpers actually still work. Next time the rappel wears off, I need to do that. Maybe you need to stop analyzing and start beating the game. That's the thing. Typically, what I find is when you finish the game is the best time to ask questions. Because otherwise, you end up playing the game, and then you're like, oh yeah, no, that question got answered. Oh, that question got answered. Oh, also that question got answered. Whereas at the end of the game, you kind of want to go, okay, well, what wasn't answered? Okay, no, I don't think my bumpers actually do work. I thought the bumpers could do stuff in the menu, but they can't, I don't think. Also, it is incredibly hard to talk about things in games without risking spoiling games, especially a story-based game like Persona or, you know, just heavy story-based games. You know, it's very, very difficult to talk about it without, you know, you got to tread very carefully, because it's like, well, you've not finished the game, so I don't know how much you know versus how much you don't know, so I can't just ramble about it because you might not know certain things. So it makes it very difficult to have a discussion about things when someone hasn't played the game, kind of thing, you know? There's nothing wrong with wanting to talk about it, but you do have to remember that, you know, for people who have completed the game, and also for people who haven't played the game in a while, you know, it's very difficult for me to remember what exactly you know at certain points. So it's like, oh man, it's very difficult to be like, right, okay, can I say that? You know, and then I have to try and go through, I have to run through my mind palace and go, right, Persona, at this point of the story, you should know maybe this, maybe that, maybe this, maybe that. Okay, so I need to avoid this, 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 and this. And it becomes very hard to, like, talk about stuff without the potential risk of spoiling things. Which is really difficult. And I think people take for granted as well, you know, when they talk about things and they're like, oh, you know, I don't want spoilers, but you've got people who have played it and completed it. It takes a lot of power for that person that you're talking to not spoil the game by accident. You know, it's like they've got to put so much effort into making sure that they don't say something that will give up the story or, you know, kind of lead you in one direction or something like that. I mean, I'm just talking about in general, Snivy, you know. I find it a lot as well when I'm trying to talk to people. I realize that I maybe have taken it for granted when I ask about a game, but I'm like, yeah, no spoilers though, because I will play it eventually. It's like, right, well, and then they take a really long time to message back, and I'm like, God, what's taking them so long? And then it's like a few words, and I'm like, really? It took that long for that? But then now thinking back, I'm like, well, obviously they were trying to do it so that they weren't giving me any spoilers, and they were like making sure that they were giving a good response to answer my question without spoiling the game. Apparently Dunsparce just does not want to shine for me today. Which is probably about correct. It is to be expected, unfortunately. I mean, I do as well, Snivy. Don't get me wrong, but obviously it's very different when you're talking about specific things versus umbrella things. You know, if you were talking about JRPGs in general, it's a completely different conversation to just Persona 5 story stuff. You know, or you know, Fire Emblem stuff, or, you know, just very much specific game-related stuff. You know, for instance, using Monty as an example, Final Fantasy, you know, it's a very different beast talking about those kind of games specific versus just generalization of like a genre. I mean, we all do. It happens. But obviously, rambling is, I think, different to asking questions that are best answered by playing the game. Or by continuing that said interest. You know, it's like if I said... Again, I'm using Monty as an example here, but it's because it's a game that I haven't played. It's like if I was talking to Monty about Final Fantasy and I said, well, what role does Sephiroth play in the story? It's a situation where it's like, well, play it and you'll find out the role he plays. And I go, yeah, but I just want to know what role he plays in the story. It was like, well, I can't tell you because it kind of spoils the story. You know, you need to play the story to find out his role in the story. It's like, you know, that kind of question is kind of like, you know, it's an awkward one for someone to answer who knows the role of in the story, or, you know, knows the story, because again, it's a loaded question. The person asking the question is not going to get an answer that's satisfactory, and the person who's answering the question has to know to answer it carefully, or otherwise they'll spoil the story. Which is the trouble. Which is why I'm kind of like, I will most likely ban any mention of Legends ZA story as soon as that game comes out. Like, I'll just ban talking about it in the chat. I'm of the mindset of not even wanting to stream me playing it. Like, go and play the story off stream and then just stream me shiny hunting. Because I really don't want that story spoiled for me. So, you know, it's like I'll just not stream it at all. Probably for the first week it's out. I mean, that November I'll probably be taking time off work anyway, my birthday, and I'll probably just end up doing that anyway. Alright, Martine, well, thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good rest of your year if we don't catch you. Hopefully see you sometime next year, if not before. I don't think it's going to come out in the summer, Snivy. I think it will be the November release for next year. I think if we were going to get it summer or like January, like we got Legends, we would have, like we got Arceus, we would have had a release date by now. I very much think it's going to be the November release for next year, with the year after then being Gen 10 on the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. That's what I think. I mean, we know we're getting it next year, right? We know we're getting Legends next year, so Gen 10 will most likely be 2026. With potential remakes for other games coming after that, obviously. Or maybe new Pokemon games coming next year as well. Again, we're just kind of in a bit of a limbo spot with Pokemon news, and I hate it. We're too close to Pokemon Day to get any new announcements. Because again, you know, we're not going to receive any announcements now because they'll just wait until Pokemon Day. We're not likely going to get a release date shortly after ZA. You know, it's not going to be like Pokemon Day, oh, it's getting released in February. You know, it's getting released now. You know, I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be the November release next year. I very much don't think it's going to be spring or summer. We've typically never had a main series Pokemon game release in a different schedule other than Legends Arceus, which obviously released in January, 3 months after ZA. BDSP. I think what we might have in the summer, if we get any Pokemon release, will be remakes. And even then, I think more likely than not, what we'll see is remakes of remakes being released the same year as Gen 10. So on the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. I think we'll end up with like summer release of a remake, then Gen 10 and things like that. Well, apparently ZA, according to a leak that came out, according to the leaker that leaked a load of information back in August, the game was 80% done in August. Now, obviously, That's with it being potentially a year away from release. Plus, if it is November next year, it's releasing on Switch 2 hardware, which means they can put a bit more effort into graphics and things like that. Because again, they reckon Switch 2 is coming out in March-ish time. Well, I mean, BDSP, Game Freak didn't have any hand in. They kind of threw that to Ilka. And again, in terms of a faithful remake, they were very faithful to the games. You can't deny the fact that they were just the original games on the Switch. But yeah, again, you know, it's the criticism from the games, which Game Freak does really, really well. You know, they take criticism amazingly well. Again, we saw it with between Galar and Scarlet and Violet. Galar was very much too linear, not enough direction you can go in. You know, very linear story. You kind of have to do it in the order. There's no exploring. You know, the routes are very short. Then obviously we got Scarlet and Violet, the first kind of massively open world game and things like that. So, you know, optimization, Scarlet and Violet stuff will come. You know, it's just a matter of kind of working through all the kinks. I don't know how you doing. I hope your Christmas was good. Hope you didn't spend it working or anything like that. I imagine this time of year is incredibly busy for you. With I don't know, you know, I was thinking, are you? Oh God, now I'm struggling to remember my memory. Are you a nurse, doctor nurse, or are you like in the big hospitals doing that kind of thing, or are you the what's the step down from that to make it not sound demeaning? The kind of child nurses kind of thing. Children nurse? What is it? I can't remember. No idea, Pot. Again, time will say. Porter doing x-rays and stuff. Ah, okay. So yeah, this time of year must be busy for you. I would ask what's the weirdest thing you've seen stuffed places, but I got enough of imagination that I reckon I can figure it out all by myself. I'm going to say, I mean, only time will tell. Again, you know, we're going to have a big break between SV and the next game. I think it's going to be 4 years between SV and the next mainline game. So hopefully, and also new hardware releasing in that time frame as well. So it could be a very interesting time. Again, I think I would absolutely hate it if they showed us Gen 10 next year, but we obviously didn't have Gen 10 until the following year. Because that's the one thing I hate about Legend ZA. Is that they announced it last year, well, this year, obviously. February this year, and then we've had no more information on it since then. So we had a teaser reveal, and then that's it. It's like, why bother announcing it if you're not going to show us anything within like a year? And then again, I reckon we're going to see first gameplay at Pokemon Day. And then we'll probably get a release date Pokemon Day for, I think, November. I don't think we'll ever get the ultra-realistic kind of, you know, that kind of style of graphics for Pokemon. The Switch, and potentially even the Switch 2, doesn't have that kind of graphical power to put out that kind of visual fidelity. I think Pokemon will always be kind of stylized. I just think it's kind of an interesting thing. Yeah, it gets to an uncanny valley because part of your brain goes, well, we know Pokemon aren't real, so, you know, I had it, again, I think a lot of people had it with Detective Pikachu. The Switch 2 will be more graphically capable. It won't be anywhere near the PS4. Snivy, there is physically no way that will be possible. Not without making it massive, more like the Steam Deck kind of size, and we already know it's kind of staying the same sort of size. Oh yeah, Pokemon Snap, yeah, kind of had that kind of weirdly uncanny, realistic kind of look to them. What is it with this today? I've been over an hour and there's not been a single shiny patch. This game likes to bully me sometimes. It's weird because now I can also hear the audio. Normally I play these games in kind of silence going through the console audio. But now I'm going through the actual audio that it is outputting. It's incredibly strange. See, I think, unfortunately, Snivy, I think a Pokemon VR game would be just Pokemon Snap. And I think it's not worth it, in my opinion. Also, let's be honest, the market isn't there for VR, for Pokemon in VR. You know, it costs a ridiculous amounts of money to have the systems, even if you consider Quest kind of systems. Again, you're still running into the same hardware limitations that the Switch is struggling with now. And I just think that poorly optimized wouldn't work. While the concept is cool, the hardware unfortunately isn't there to support it. And technically, they do have a VR headset. The Labo, was it the Labo kit, the cardboard kit that they did have a VR headset type thing that you could slot the console into and then use it kind of like a VR headset. For anyone that is curious. Again, don't think it sold well, because again, it's just kind of not amazing. I very much think it's kind of a learning curve for 3D games. I think that's the kind of problem, Shiro, is that we're kind of in that kind of window where they're still trying to get their head around making these regions in 3D. I think they had 2D down and 2.5D. I would argue, for the most part, X and Y was very much 2.5 dimensional. I know the models were like 3D, but like the overworld was still very much kind of working on the 2D system. And then obviously Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Alola, all kind of working in this constraint. And then they went Galar, they tried to follow that kind of same concept, and then it just didn't work. Because it was like, oh, it's going to be all 3D. Didn't quite work. And then it was a case of, right, Scarlet and Violet, they're still trying to work out the kinks. Hopefully, Gen 10 will be the big step in the right direction, and then we'll kind of go from there, hopefully. I liked Gen 5 a lot as kind of like a concept thing. again, not being able to use older Pokemon until post-game, being forced to use new Pokemon that were introduced into the region. I loved it. Again, I don't know so much about the UI. I can never remember much of the UI. Yeah, again, the ideas that they've kind of seeding in place are all amazing. It's just the execution of those ideas that I think needed more time to work. That, they needed a bit more time to work on. And the good thing is kind of a lot of these systems going forward are already in place. So it should make the development of the next game quicker. They've got all of the models in 3D, so then it's just a case of making the moves and working on the battle systems and optimizations and making it so that you can see further, render differently, that kind of thing. Again, one thing that I think would do Pokemon amazingly is Breath of the Wild style of rendering objects in the distance. It would be so cool if you could literally just stand on top of the hill in Legends Arceus, look to the opposite side of the map, and see a Pokemon walking around. But in Legends Arceus, you're very limited by how far you can go, and it's kind of weird because you have this bubble around you, so as you're walking around, you can kind of see how the grass pops in front of you, and then Pokemon pop in, and I think if it was just a little bit bigger, I think it would have been a much better experience overall. That being said, Legends was, and still is, arguably one of the better Switch Pokemon games to have come out. Obviously, other than remakes like Mystery Dungeons and Snap. Again, I haven't played Snap, but I did play Mystery Dungeons, so... And again, I think for the most part, once these systems have been developed, porting them forward into newer games is going to be much easier. I think the realistic textures for land for some Pokemon, but really flop on others. You prefer some things to stay more stylized. I think I agree with that, Sherelle. I agree with that. No, I also don't think they will pot. I don't think they'll do the Unova style of no old Pokemon until later. Well, obviously they also tweaked some of the materials of some Pokemon as well. For instance, Magikarp's shiny looks so much better in SV. It looks more metallic versus kind of how it looked in older games where it was just like a yellow coloring. Some of those changes I think are really, really good. But yeah, some other changes, Gengar's model getting more and more washed out color-wise, so it's harder to tell the shiny apart. Garchomp's one kind of, not looking amazing. There's both wins and losses. Obviously, for a while, we also had Typhlosion's model as well. Typhlosion in 2D looked so much cooler than Typhlosion in 3D. Fortress Shiny, again, yeah, another one that was kind of given that metallic one. I think they've always looked intimidating, though, Snivy. I just think it looks a bit different when you can physically see the height difference versus the character. Which, again, isn't really something we had in the 2D games because everyone kind of looks the same sort of size. And obviously, even then, Wailord still looks the same sort of size. There is no winning either way. Okay, I'm going to give it 10 more minutes. I'm going to give it until half past. I'm currently of the mindset of Shiny Dunsparce isn't going to show up today. We'll see. I have not seen the plush specifically for Detective Pikachu. I saw, obviously, Mewtwo in Detective Pikachu, and I was of the mindset of, ooh, looks interesting. I mean, arguably, Detective Pikachu as a whole for me was kind of a, ooh, that's interesting type of movie. It's a time thing, though, Pot. That's the thing we kind of have to understand, is obviously it is a time thing, which is why I think I'd be surprised if ZA's Pokedex was over... What did Legends Arceus have, like 100 Pokemon? I'd be very surprised if ZA was over like 200 Pokemon. Because Legends has a different battle style, and thus means it has different animations, you know, idle animations, in battle animations, animations for moves, you know, that kind of thing. I think it's very much a case of when ZA comes out, I imagine it's going to have a smaller dex to kind of correlate to that. Obviously, however, the more of those kind of games they do, the wider the breadth becomes of Pokemon that they can pull and use. You know, it's like, ooh, we can use Garchomp again because we've got all the animations done for Garchomp. We just have to animate this new move versus, oh, well, we have to pick Mimikyu and do Mimikyu from scratch because we've not put Mimikyu into any of the Legends games before now. But again, it's very difficult to compare animations and things like that from the old games to the newer games, because obviously it's a lot of stuff changes. You know, I don't think the animations in the Sprite games were all that amazing, you know. It's kind of like fire comes out from mouth, claw animation gets done on screen. It's very different to the Pokemon literally, like in Legends, charging at them and scratching at them. Oh no, 100% it is Snivy. No one's saying it isn't. But obviously we can't expect every single Pokemon to be animated into 3D in the kind of 2 years that in between games. Yeah, I don't know why they got rid of that. Again, and it's as well with the different icons, so like the shiny icons being gone. That's something I kind of am like, really? I mean, arguably we don't have shiny icons in Gen 4, but obviously I'm pretty sure we had it for a while in some of the games, right? If my memory does serve me correct. Which it might not. It is entirely possible that my memory is wrong. Obviously, I know in Home we get the custom icons. But I don't know if we get them in anywhere else. I'm just thinking at this point, I think I'm getting really annoyed with this Dunsparce not showing up shiny. The problem is as well, I'll have a little bit of time tomorrow where I can continue this chain. But the problem is that I will have to turn the game off and restart the chain anyway to reset the clock back. So I think what I'll do instead is I'll just close the game down and then first thing in the morning just hop straight to it and get the chain going and things like that. There we go. Never mind. First shiny of today. Oh, God, it took so long. Alright, come here, Sparkle. I don't have my stylus. Right. Now I have to remember how to spell Sparkle. And I have to hope that Sparkle is one we can evolve. Because if not, I'm going to be so annoyed. Alright. We're going to do it in all caps. S-P-A-R. L-E. Sparkle. Sparkle. Back to back shiny? No. That would have been nice. Typically, that's how it goes, though, is that the first one takes a really long time. And then sometimes we get, like, 3 or 4, like, back-to-back very quickly. Again, part of me is like, do I want to just keep going today until I get to 50? Yeah, I am, Pot. Yeah, all 40... Well, not all 47 of them. So long as I can evolve, as long as they have a chance of evolving into a 3 segment, I will transfer them up into the newer games. Again, that will be on the 30th. I will be transferring them and evolving them. So that'll be fun. Yeah, I think Monday I might do an all-day stream where I'll kind of be hunting for Dunsparces up until 5 p.m. and then or whenever I end up going for food, taking like a 15-20 minute break and then coming back and then starting to move them and evolve them in Scarlet and Violet. So I imagine it's going to be a marathon to do. So that kind of gives me like 6 hours to spend the day doing it, and then 4 to 5 hours in the evening also doing it. Just transferring them and evolving them. So, unless people don't care so much about me transferring them, because again, it's going to be kind of like swapping a lot between different DSs. It's like my Pokemon Bank is on a different DS versus all of the capture card stuff, so you know, all that transferring would have to be done out of it. Alright, Pop, well, thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your year if we don't catch you before the year is out. Very much for stopping by. I appreciate seeing you. Appreciate you spending some time here with me this evening. Appreciate anyone spending time here this evening, whether you know, stopping in, whether it's your first time, whether it's your 50th time, whether you can't get enough of me and you just have the stream on while you're lurking, getting ready for work. I appreciate you all. Arguably, I appreciate the lurkers ever so slightly more. You know, because if it wasn't for the lurkers, I very much wouldn't have been able to hit monetization this year. So thank you, lurkers. Appreciate you all. And obviously the non-lurkers, people who, the active chatters, you know, appreciate the conversations we have. But you know, you guys come and go. The lurkers just sit there with the stream on. Love the lurkers. Be it the art lurkers or the... That was it. That's the final one that I was knowing I was going to say. Or whether you have the stream on while you sleep. Or while you try and go to sleep. In that case, I feel sorry for you. I really do. Sorry that I'm talking over the music so much. I'll be quiet for a bit. Then you can chill and listen to the music. before I get incredibly angry that I've only gotten one shiny today. It's not even funny. Literally in an hour and a half and there's only been one shiny. Arguably, part of me understands that sometimes is just the way that the cookie crumbles. But still, come on. Come on, cookie. Crumble a different way. Crumble in a way that gives me more shiny Dunsparces. Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll see where we're at 9 o'clock. We'll give it half an hour. Part of me wants to get to 50 today, but it's going to take me another hour and a half before I see another shiny. Then I think I'm going to give up. However, if I get like 2 more back-to-back and I'm only missing 1 at 9 o'clock, well, then I'll continue to stream until I get 1 more. But I need 2 in half an hour, which is not impossible. It is just very, very unlikely. The odds of it happening feel teeny, teeny, tiny. I did finish that row. I won't eat any more today. Got to be good. And even then, after the stream, I've still got to go and do a workout as well. Ugh. I hate trying to be healthy. I hate trying to do good for my body. Why do I have to try and be healthy? Oh, it's the wrong time of year to try and be healthy. Arguably, actually, it's the best time of year to try and be healthy, you know, after Christmas. Makes you feel good when when you lose weight after eating. You know, you gorge yourself silly on food for a few days, and then you're like, oh God, I feel so fat. But then, you know, after a week, 2 weeks, you go back down to normal, and you're like, wow, I've lost a load of weight. And you're just back down to where you normally are. Instead of, you know, the weight you are when you've just pigged yourself silly for a couple of days. Oh. Oh, that's what I was going to look to see if I could find. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I was going to see if I could get myself a mirror for my room. I was kind of thinking of like one of the big full-length mirrors. Hi, Shrell. Thanks for stopping by. If we don't catch you before the year is out, have a good rest of your 2024. I wish you a happy start to your 2025. And I hope your resolution for next year, you can make it happen. Just taking the first step. You don't ever have to finish it, but it's just making progress towards it. All that needs to get done. That's my excuse. Say again, planning for next year is something I can do amazingly. Actively executing whatever I've planned typically goes pear-shaped. Goes monstrously pear-shaped. But as I like to say, that is a problem for future me. Present Pete currently likes the idea of doing all of this hard work. Making future Pete work. You know, Present Pete is currently going, yeah, future Pete would love to do that shiny hunt. He'd love to do this. And future Pete is kicking me going, why did I say I would do that? Whose idea was that? I can tell. I'm future seeing. Did I pop this? I did. I did. But yeah, so I think... Ooh, maybe the 30th I'll try and sneak in a Rayquaza raid on the stream as well. See if we can get that done as well. Maybe that would be something that would be good. Forceps. Not what I was after, come on. Likelihood of more shinies today? Slim. Pete, though. Feeling positive that we're going to get more shinies today. Because Lord knows if we're not, I'm going to cry myself to sleep. Cry myself to sleep. Hope that we're going to get some... Steps. See, I was finding the other day when I was bad-mouthing them, I was getting a lot of shinies like back to back. Like, obviously I've gotten 6, I think is the most. 6 in a stream. 5 and 6. I got 11 in like 2 separate streams. Otherwise, I seem to just not get that lucky. Oh, Lemmy, that sucks. Yeah, the chain breaking is never a good thing. Yeah, I'm with you there, Lemmy. I'm gonna say I've had chains break at 39 before, and I've just rage quit. I'm with you there. I got to the point where I'm like very early on, and it's like half an hour into the stream, and it's like I've gotten to 39, and then it breaks, and I'm like, I'm done. I do not have it in me to try and continue again. When it breaks at like 20, it's manageable. It's not amazing, mind you, but you know, it's manageable. Like sub 20, you're kind of like, okay, well, I'll just go again. But it's when you're at the like the 30 plus, and it's like, oh man. So long as you're lucky, I find it takes me about a minute to get the chain up. So each check is about a minute, you know, to continue the chain. So to get to a chain of 40 takes me about 40 minutes, which is a long time. And especially if you've had like a few failed back-to-backs, and then you're like, oh man. I only find that I can hunt for about 3 hours a day. So for me, if I get to like this time of night and the chain breaks again, I need to end the stream. Because obviously I have to get up for work the next day. So, you know, for me, typically it's like, I'm done. Chain of 40, it breaks after like 8 p.m. which is typically about the last half hour that I typically stream for. It's like, it breaks, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. I don't have the willpower to continue. Don't do that. Oh my god, I almost ran into that one. That could have been bad. It's even more annoying because today I've been over an hour and a half at the full max chain of 40, and I've only gotten a single shiny today. And I literally got it like 10 minutes ago. I think it was an hour and a half at a chain of 40, and it was the first one that I got. I hope it goes well for you, Snivy. I hope you can get one pretty quick. Well, yeah, it's a matter of time and how long my willpower can go on for. That is the main thing, Lemmy. I think I'm spending tomorrow trying to get as many shiny Dunsparces as possible. Oh, are you hunting... Is Larvitar one you get via the swarms? I think it is, isn't it? Is it? Because I was going to ask Lemmy, are you doing the date cycling to keep that swarm going? Because again, obviously, if you're just on the route, or if it spawns on a route, you can just keep it going via the Pokeradar 207. Oh, so not in the swarms. It is just standard. You don't speak to Dawn's little sister to get it appear, because that's what you have to do for Dunsparce. Dunsparce only spawns on a swarm, and to keep the swarm, you have to keep resetting the day. So I have to keep exiting the game, which means I lose my chain, which means every single day I've been hunting for it, so for the last 24 days, I had to start the chain over every single day. So like each stream, apart from if it's on the weekend, typically starts with like at least 40 minutes to an hour and a half of me getting to getting to the chain of 40. And then after that, then I start shiny hunting. Hey Tomo, yeah, I mean the chain's been up for an hour and a half, and I have gotten one shiny today. That is it. But I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good Christmas. Oh, and you too, Lemmy. I forgot. Too busy talking about radar hunting. Forgot to hope you had a good Christmas. I did see the message, Snivy. I was just, again, train of thought. I will get to your message if I'm in the middle of a conversation. I am not going to stop and then just read your message just because you typed in chat. It does take me, if I'm in a train of thought, I like to at least finish the conversation before stopping halfway through. Oh, good luck. Good luck, Lemmy. If it breaks after like 15 or 20, give up for today, try tomorrow. Oh yes, I did see you manage to get your platinum. Yes, funnily enough, I was what was I doing? I was trying to sort out my my DS. Trying to make sure, because I was having some color problems, which I luckily got sorted. So I was in and out of our workshop quite a lot this afternoon, and I saw your message in Discord, and I thought, I'll just have a look at the back of my copy. I was like, oh yeah, it looks basically exactly the same as my copy of Platinum. So I was like, yeah, I think it's authentic. Also, I'm jealous of the Cankania hat. Funny enough, I went to Game today because I thought, oh, you know what? I'm out and about doing some shopping. I thought I'll check Game, see if they've got any Pokemon cards or anything on sale or anything like that. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Was a waste of time. And then I was like, maybe I'll get me a plush. Nope. Plush is bloody like 30 quid for a Pichu plush. I mean, I don't need a plush that badly. And then I was like, oh, maybe I'll get me a controller, a wireless controller. Oh, it's battery powered. Yeah, I'm not getting me that. Like I say, the multiple pictures always just makes it feel a bit better. Hopefully you didn't pay too much for it. Hopefully it wasn't like a ridiculously extravagant purchase. I mean, yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? I think I'm just only going to get my plushies from Pokemon Direct, from the Pokemon Center. Oh, yeah, pretty pricey. But again, it's very much a case of if they're charging that much, the copy had better be authentic. And was that just for the cartridge, or did you also get the case for that as well? The original box. Because that's the thing, like, they're charging that much, but I think it is just for the cartridge, right? It doesn't include the original box. Which is ridiculous. That is a problem, Lemmy. No, you are correct. They are too adorable. Too adorable. Again, I only have 3 plushies at the moment. I have Giratina, Tepeg, and Totodile. But they were all ones that I got from the official Pokemon store, so they weren't monstrously bad. They're not. They weren't by any stretch of the imagination cheap, but they weren't like massively expensive. All right, 10 more minutes. I was kind of hoping that I would be at like 49 shinies by now. Instead, I'm on 47. I just hope Sparkle is a contender for evolution. Otherwise, I think I'm going to cry. Also, just a question, because I know Lemmy, I think Tomo, you've also done some radar hunting, right? Do you guys also panic when the spot is right above the character's head? Because I don't think I hope I haven't missed a shiny that way, but part of me thinks I could have missed a shiny that spawned right above the character's head. Because I don't know how to spot the ones that spawn directly above you, if that's possible. Packed up as well, also like 20 bucks for shipping. Yeah, see, they get you on shipping as well. I noticed that. Again, I could have paid £300 to get a modded DS. Or less. For one that I could do myself, and I ended up doing it myself, and it works. Well, yeah, that's what I think I've noticed as well. Oh, you're fine, Tomo. Don't worry. You assume that my English is good. But no, that's what I've noticed as well, Lemmy, is that typically it shakes for a bit longer. Oh, you're hunting for a starter? Did you just pick what one to go for, Tomo? I did see you were unsure on what one you was going to go for. I'm going to assume it's going to... Well, I mean, I would assume it's going to be Turtwig or Piplup. I very much doubt it's going to be a Charmander. You know, obviously, I would much prefer if it was Charmander because I am a Charmander fan myself, but I understand. My assumption would be Piplup for you, Tomo, if I had to assume what you were hunting for. But yeah, no, I'm also pretty sure... I remember hearing that there was a grass change, or it was easier to spot in Platinum versus Diamond and Pearl, but I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm grateful that I'm at least streaming. So then there have been situations where I've gone, hold up. Stop. Let me go back on the stream a little bit and see. Is it easier to see the grass in Platinum than Lemmy versus Diamond? You know, I literally... December 1st was the first time I ever did chaining in this game. And there you go. There you go, Tomo. There's your answer. Alright, 8 minutes. Come on. I think it could also be the route that I'm on as well. I don't know. I mean, it all kind of blurs into the same thing for me after a while. I do also like jamming out to this music. There we go. Oh, thank goodness. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. This is how this game gets me. It's how it gets me. I'm going to think, I'm going to hunt for another half an hour. Again, I think typically on average, I average one every 40 minutes. So tomorrow I should get about 12 shiny Dunsparces. Considering I'll be hunting basically from as soon as possible. Oh, I didn't want to run into that. I forgot it was one further up. Shilly me. I've got to catch this, otherwise the chain breaks. Pink Lass, technically, Tomo, because it was a female shiny. But I'm basically going to be spending my morning emptying out my boxes because I've got like 12 boxes full. So I think I need to empty them out. Also, Tomo, you didn't answer. I need to know, what starter are you hunting? I know you said you couldn't decide, but it also sounds like you had come to a conclusion. I need to know, what one are you hunting? Give me closure before I end the stream. God, stop worrying about cooking. No, it's fine. Focus on your cooking. I don't want you to burn your food. Greg gets angry enough with me as it is because I stream while he cooks, so... Focus on not burning your food. Turtwig. Oh, such a good choice, Tomo. Such a good choice. My younger brother would be incredibly jealous. He is a Turtwig lover. Turtwig is such a good choice. Oh, you'll go for Rampardos as well. Rampardos is one of my favorite shiny fossils. Very, very close second to, or very, very close, maybe even tied first with Tyrantrum. Again, shiny Tyrantrum, that blue and red. I'd love a more Triceratops focused fossil Pokemon. Bastiodon is as close as we've gotten, but I'd like just prefer it if he would have the 3 horn spikes and he was very much just a, you know, just a fossil, just a proper Triceratops looking Pokemon. Yeah, I think I'm exactly the same. I was trying to hunt it for Fossil Week in August, but unfortunately I didn't manage to get it. I think I still have the remnants of that currently sitting in this box, I think. In this bag, sorry. Yeah, the skull fossils. I've got 4. I will definitely try again. Because again, I really, really love it. I'll probably do a joint thing sometime soon. Ooh. It takes a while, Tomo. Most of it comes down to luck. I think it was about half an hour maximum per one. Like on average. So I think it was about 2 hours I got those in. 2, maybe 3 hours. I got those 4 fossils in. And again, I think for the optimal way, you basically want to get 5 of them. And then you want to check. You want to claim 5 fossils at a time and then check them all at that time. Versus, I think, the way I did it for the first few days on Fossil Week was I ended up doing 1 at a time, resetting between each one. I think it's ever so slightly quicker to do 5 and then 1 reset. Oh, I hate this time of the night. When it gets to this time of the night. Alright, here we go. Last repel. Last repel probably means 1 more check here. Unfortunately, I think that is it, isn't it? I always hate walking away from a chain. Never mind. We continue. I was going to end, but we are 1 away from 50. which then would mean tomorrow I start on 50. The pink lad! The pink lad, right. Just make sure that, yeah, repel is still in effect. That's what I mean. This game is both a blessing and a curse. Right, I will definitely, unfortunately, I will definitely have to end the stream in half an hour. Because I need to, unfortunately, I've got stuff that I need to do tomorrow. But, you know, considering I was thinking of ending it an hour before then, we can keep going. And then tomorrow I will be hunting all throughout the day, but not streaming. And then I'll be streaming from 6 p.m. GMT through until, well, probably around this time, if not slightly later, hopefully. Again, it would be really, really nice if I can get to more like 70 or 80 Dunsparces. However, I think that's going to be impossible. Again, I think statistically tomorrow, if I can get like 12 or 13 in the stream, Sunday I can get potentially 5 more. So let's say 20 within the next 2 days puts me up to 70, and then it's just Monday. Which again, if I'm hunting for like 8 hours, statistically would mean about 80 would be probably where I would end up. Which is really annoying because originally I was planning on doing another hunt all day on Sunday. However, I agreed to do things, so I need to keep with that commitment, which probably means I won't be able to hunt much on Sunday. Which is a shame. No, I think the shiny patch stays for the same amount of time as the long staying patches, right? I don't think it stays longer than those. I'm pretty sure. But again, so long as it stays, as long as there's a thing that pops up above the character and it stays for as long as everything else, then it means it's shiny. I think that's what I'm looking for. Oh, come on, one more. One more gets me to 50, which is kind of where I'm happy to get. So long as I got, like, all of the ones today, if they can be a 3 segment, I will be happy. But I think, statistically speaking, It's a 50% chance they have the correct nature, and then it's a 50% chance that they have the correct ability as well, which means I think it's a 1 in 20, no, 1 in 4 chance for each shiny Dunsparce that I've got that they can evolve into a 3 segment, which means I think I'm on the correct amount. I think, statistically speaking. I've gotten 12 so far that I can evolve in 50. I think it's about right. Hey, Boregon, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good Christmas. Quagsire? Nah, unfortunately not. Dunsparce. Just, well, a slightly different derpy Pokemon. But a derpy Pokemon nonetheless. Get the repel going. I'll tell you what, there was also something else that I was hoping to potentially get at some point in Platinum, which was the shiny Carnivine. It's like it's the really, really rare chance of it appearing in the Great Marsh in this game. So I was like, ooh, shiny Carnivine could be a cool one to go for. I mean, Quagsire is very derpy. I do like Quagsire. It is a nice pink shiny, and it is a very derpy Pokemon, which I love. I love derpy Pokemon. Clodsire as well, very derpy. I love it. I mean, that's another one I could potentially do. I think Safari Week this year is going to be insane for me, actually. Come on, shiny Dunsparce. One more to get today and I'll be happy. I will be a happy Pete. Oh, I just realized. Music might have stopped. Yep. I forgot. Typically I only stream for about 3 hours, so that probably has been off for a little while. Good old number 50. Question is, do we name number 50? If so, what do we name number 50 for being the 50th shiny Dunsparce for the month? Other than just calling it 50. Maybe Dunsparce. I don't know why I like the idea of Dunsparce. If it shows up. If it shows up. it might not show up. I might go and cry. After I do my workout. Oh. Do. How many? Oh man, I thought I was getting there with the knowing the number of steps for the radar, but sometimes I feel like I'm not quite there. I do quite good on the guessing for the rappel, which will wear off here in a second. But I'm just not very good with the... never mind, I'm not good with the rappels. There you go. Yeah, I'm struggling to get the guessing correctly. I know if I was doing the correct number of steps, I'm sure it's like 5, and then you can just kind of go backwards and forwards. No, not under 40, Lemmy. I've got one before, literally after the 40th catch, and it was on the first one after the 40. So after you catch them, it resets. I've had one on the 40th. After the 40th capture, but never one beforehand. Part of me likes the idea of just having one on the very first one, you know. I get into a patch of grass one day and bam. But I've never had one early on in the chain. It upsets me because I kind of want one. But I just don't think I'm going to be that lucky. Got Sunny Centrant last week at a chain of 18. Yeah, see, sometimes you can just get them that lucky. Yeah, we'll go down this one. Got a shiny Magnemite on Poe and like a chain of 9. Yeah, see? I just don't get that lucky. Chain of 40. 1 in 200. Best odds. That's when I get mine. It is 1 in 200 at a full chain, isn't it? I am remembering that correctly. Which again, about 4 a minute. I think gives me, in an hour, gives me about 200 total checks, I think, right? 3 a minute, 3 times 60 is 180. So 4 is, yeah, something like that. Oh yes, no, that is true. Technically, it is a 1 in 50% chance, 1 in 50 chance, because yeah, if you get 4 patches. But you know, I've had literally 1 patch. I've had a few back-to-back 1 patches, and it's just so disheartening when you're like, oh, it should be soon, and then it just isn't. It hurts. Yeah, I don't know, because again, I don't know if to stream me doing the hunts tomorrow, because I'd probably just stream it in silence. Because I don't want to damage my voice too much. Nah, I probably won't. I'll probably just do the evening stream as per normal. Basically be streaming at this time tomorrow. Hopefully, I will hit a new chain max of 50. Although arguably I've only gotten 6 shinies max in a single chain. Welcome back, Meadow. Just in time for the end of the stream. I mean, I say in the morning, I'll probably end up going to breakfast, doing some prep at breakfast. And then by that, I mean, I'll be emptying my boxes at breakfast. And then by the time I get home, it will be probably 10. By the time I get a chain up to 40, it will probably be 12. So I'll probably do 6 hours of hunting before stream. And then potentially gives me 6 shinies. And then if I can get 3 in tomorrow's stream, gives me 9. Which means if I'm lucky, I'll get up to 60 tomorrow. So a 1 in 25 chance of the correct one. We'll see. Game Broker 17. Oh, Lemmy. Yeah, save it for tomorrow. Take a chill for the rest of today. You know, stop it now. Chill and just do it tomorrow. Focus on it tomorrow. I mean, I'm about there for today, but I mean, I have had a successful enough day. The rappel's gonna wear off in a second. I might even have to do some... Oh no, I shouldn't have to do any money farming. What am I on about? Oh, the yawns are kicking in. I don't even want to eat anything to try and help me stay awake, because I know if I do, I'm not going to get to sleep. Alright, come on. Statistically, I should get one more Dunsparce before I call it quits today. Could have been that it overheated, Meadow. I don't know enough about it to know, unfortunately. Shiny Dunsparce. Nope. go. Well, that's what happens this time of year, Meadow. You see family a lot because it's Christmas. Hold up, did that get shipped already? I swear that didn't get shipped for like a week after I ordered it last time. Oh yeah, I forgot. And maybe it's because I spent more money with them this time. It's like, hold on, this guy bought some previously. Yeah. I was not expecting it to get shipped already. Yeah, I'm gonna say we've had 2 back-to-back days of our family, and we're gonna have them again in a week's time, which is great. Love my family so much. Here's the kicker, Meadow. She's not going to be a kitten for long. They never are. They always grow up super quickly. Right, 8 minutes. This one is 12. No, more. One more step. Well, I mean, as well, I think I ordered it at the correct time because, again, it is middle of the day in the US, isn't it? So, you know, orders will get shipped out more quickly. Versus, I think last time I ordered it, it was early in the morning. Yeah, 4 p.m. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's 4 p.m. on the Florida coast, though, isn't it? It's like 8 hours. It's like 1 p.m. on the further coast. I think, because Florida, I think that east coast is obviously like 5 hours behind UK time, whereas I think the other coast is like 6 to 8 hours behind. Guys, really testing my memory here. It's been a very long time since I've played with anyone. I used to play a lot of games with people in California, so I used to be really on it in terms of like keeping track of the time and things like that. Oh. Stop. 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 Stop causing me problems. I'm hoping that the next one I do for this capture card mod goes in a bit more smooth. And so long as it goes a bit smoother, I might even sell them. Right, 4 minutes. Likelihood we're going to get a shiny today is highly unlikely. Also, 19 is an awful lot, Meadow. It isn't 0, but it's relatively low. Yeah, I'm not a plushie collector, unfortunately. Kind of can't be in a house with a dog who likes to destroy things. Knowing my luck, it's literally going to be down to past, and then the shiny is going to appear. It's really going to make me work for this last one. Also, I'm pretty sure last time I bought something from the US, it shipped quite quickly, but it was just stuck for a really long time in customs. Ah, I see, Meadow. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about plushies and things like that as kind of like a merch type thing. Hey Dom, how are you doing? I hope you had a good Christmas. I hope you got something nice. I imagine you did. That is why you are here. Share away, Dom. What did you get? I've not got long, so make it quick. I'm gonna literally about to pass out. I mean, I'm gonna go until past, check these Dunsparces I've got today and see if we got any that can potentially be a 3 segment. I do want to hear what you got, so I'm not trying to rush you. I am just making sure you are aware that I am not here for long, unfortunately. Come on. 2013 Greenlight VW Beetle and a Dodge Charger. Oh. VW Beetle and a Dodge Charger. Did you? No, you didn't. You were fine. Right, I think we'll go one more rappel after this rappel wears off. Last rappel for the evening. Last clutch, it could happen. We saw it happen on the last one. Sugar and Spice. Ooh. Ooh, very nice, Dom. Very nice. Obviously, if we get one that appears... No, this rappel's going to wear out before then. It's 2. Stop failing. Steps. Yeah, I think the rappel's going to wear out before. No, that's it. Rappel wore off. Oh, I hate doing this. It hurts me every single time. Oh, chain broke. Right. No, that was one. That one was on me. I moved it. God damn it! I'm flashbanging you all. Start off in France and then go globally. Yeah. Come on. Nope. It was there for a second. I think this one is going to forever live in the cupboard as soon as it's as soon as my other capture card stuff gets here. This was a good test, and I now know how to do it, but obviously it is it is having a moment, apparently. Right. Stop. Flickering. Oh, goodness. This is what happens when I try and mod consoles for by myself. Right. Here we go. Sassy. Runaway. Not a good one. Runaway. Bashful. Not a good one. Hardy. Serene Grace. Sparkle. You absolute legend. Okay. That was it. We got 3 today. Flashbang. Only one is a contender. Stop! Maybe me smashing that wasn't a good idea. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I messed up the audio doing that. Let me, No, down. There we go. We don't need the audio. Oh, no, never mind. No! 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 I know why it's doing that. Game froze. I lost Sparkle. Yep. Well, that was the stream. So that is it done for today. I am back down to 46 shiny Dunsparces. Oh, that is me done. I'm turning the console off. Tomorrow, I am hunting a lot off stream and hoping that I can get back what I lost. Man, that is annoying, but unfortunately, sometimes that is just the way that a cookie crumbles. I will be back tomorrow with more. I'm just going to quickly check my other console to make sure that the game is okay. And that will be the console that I will be hunting on tomorrow, because I'm not hunting on that old piece of poo anymore. I'll tell you what, while we check it, I'll move over to the dual one. Hopefully this should be working. It's not working. Okay, now it should be working. Half flashbang, half not flashbang. Yeah, of course the game didn't save. And I need to go and fly down to here to make sure that it is still Dunsparce. Because if it's not Dunsparce, I will cry. Joy. Okay, good. Good. It is still Dunsparce. So let me quickly reset the time. What time is it? As long as I keep it on this day, it should be fine. It's 1 a.m. Yeah, it should be absolutely fine. Okay, well, no, that is me done. I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to spend some time off stream hunting for more Dunsparces to ensure that I do not lose my mind. Maybe tomorrow, potentially I'll have some more. Thank you very much for joining and hanging out with me today. Sorry it was such a an abysmal end, but sometimes that is just how the cookie crumbles. Hope you will have an amazing rest of your... Is it Friday? Goodness, it's Friday. Hope you will have an amazing rest of your Friday. Hope you will have an amazing Sunday, Thursday. I will try and get sparkles. I might have to go to the nickname guy because I doubt I'll be able to get sparkles straight off the bat. But I will see you all later. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your days. Have a good weekend. And if I don't see you before the year is out, have a good rest of your 2024. I hope you have a good start to your 2025. And that is it. I will see you all later. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Goodbye.